The Seattle Seahawks schedule is finally out. I already went over the first two games in separate videos, but now with the whole entire NFL schedule officially released for the Seattle Seahawks, now it is time to go over my reaction and analysis for each and every week for the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's talk football.
Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Man, we're going to be facing the 49ers at the beginning and the end of the year. Dude, we are going over my NFL schedule release for the Seattle Seahawks. My team, as you can clearly see on my hat. Well, I'm going to go over my reaction and thoughts of every single game the Seattle Seahawks will be facing in the season. The Seahawks bye week will become in week 8. I do believe that's a little early, but we had our last bye week last season in week 10, so I think we'll be fine. But, man, we got a good load of games. We got 4 primetime games, just like last season. It's going to be a whole load of packed. And, oh, man, I am super excited for this upcoming season. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please just do me a favor. Smash like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's get to the Seahawks schedule. First up, oh man, San Fran. You got the 49ers. Niners, oh man, they're already starting to chirp. They're already starting. And they think their defense and offense are better, but the Seahawks, I do believe, are better than the Niners right now. Now, of course, we'll have to see what Brock Purdy is. I think if Trent Williams is not on the field, he's going to be a whole different quarterback because he doesn't have 5 all-pro players to protect him. So, and this is coming into Seattle. So the Seahawks have a very good chance at home. I do believe this time there will be more Seahawk fans in there than there will be 49er fans. Because the 49ers, I respect their fan base, except for when they chirp against my team. They're one of the better traveling fan bases in the league. But I do believe the Seahawks have a chance to win week 1 because it is against the Niners. And we all know what happened last time they faced off against Seattle.
Come on, Junior. Wait here, Junior. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
You gave him the little night-night like Steph Curry. But now it is Sam Darnold, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, see in the season opener, San Francisco. And then, oh man, Super Bowl 40 rematch, the most rigged Super Bowl of all time. You got the Seahawks going on the road to face off against the team I like to call the black and gold incarnation of winners, the Steelers. Now, their quarterback situation is still not decided yet. Right now, the current QB1 is Mason Rudolph, maybe possibly Will Howard. Skylar Thompson, we know that brother ain't going to be that because Seattle pounded him when he was with Miami, especially last year. But, man, I'm excited about this match because not only is it the reunion game for DK Metcalf,
I have come home, Master. This is no longer your home, and I am no longer your master.
but it's also the Seahawks' chance to prove themselves on the road because Steelers are a very difficult road environment to go into. We all know the defense of the Steelers is going to be formidable. We all know that their offense has not been the same since Big Ben left. But, man, I'm excited about this one. I do believe this is another one that the Seahawks can get a win in. But we'll see what happens. But, yeah, see you in a little bit, Steelers. And good luck, Steven. Good luck. And then week 3, oh man, I am not no Derek Carr retired. You got the New Orleans Saints. The Saints. Now, I originally had them as a top 2 seed in their number 2 team in their division originally. But now with Derek Carr retiring, I do have lost a little bit of faith in the Saints, a little bit.
You will not escape my might. Wait. You two are up to something.
But I'm still not going to count them out because I'm never underestimating the Saints. Their team has pounded us the last few times. They have not given in to us. They have been a formidable opponent. Their defense is always phenomenal. That is one thing I'm looking at when this matchup comes. That defense. And it's at home, so the Seahawks will have the home field advantage as well. So I do believe the Seahawks can get the win. Who knows? Maybe they start 3-0 again. And then the first of 4 primetime games in the schedule on Thursday Night Football. Oh man, you got the one of the rivalries already, especially if you're the opposing team. You got the Arizona Cardinals on the road. Man, oh man, have I heard it about this team. They had an A plus according to Pro Football Focus. They got 2 big guys in Walter Nolan and Will Johnson, which I heard what you were saying, bud, but you're injury written, so we'll have to see what happens. But I am very excited to see this matchup, especially early on. And then they won't have to face the Cardinals until week 10 after their game against one of the better teams in the NFL. But man, I am super excited about this Cardinal matchup. The last time they faced off against each other on prime time, DK Metcalf chased down Buda Baker, and we all know how that went. But the Seahawks are going to have a good chance against Arizona. They've beaten them 7 straight times. We'll see what happens this time around. But yeah, let's just hope Arizona doesn't win again. And then, oh man, this one I have some concerns about. You got the Seahawks hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one is one that concerns me. Because Tampa Bay, I talked about them. They are scary. They are ferocious. Their offensive core is beyond anything I've ever seen. I do believe this one could be an L for the Seahawks because the Buccaneers are such a good team this year. I went over them in a past video. I'll have that link in the description if you all want to check that out. But Tampa, I am super scared of them. And I do believe this one will be one where they suffer their first L. I do believe the Seahawks have a chance in that game. We'll have to see what the Seahawks defense is going to look like. We'll have to see what the offense is going to look like as well under Sam Darnold. We'll have to see what all that with all that coming together. But yeah, I'm a little concerned about this matchup. And then the next game on the road is going against the Jacksonville Jaguars and Liam Cohen. Man, I'm excited about what this matchup is going to bring. I know that the Jags and Seahawks have gone way back in the rivalry days. The Jags are a much improved team. I love the addition of Travis Hunter. I love the additions they made in the offseason. They added to their team. Maybe they're going to get another running back to pair. I think, got another running back in the draft. I don't remember who they got. But yeah, I am excited about what the Jags are going to bring to the table. I do believe that the Seahawks have a good chance against them because last time they faced off, it was a really good game. Who is that? Oh yeah, they got the running back from Virginia Tech, Bryshol Toten. That's the running back that they got. And then they also got another one from Syracuse, LaQuint Allen. So we'll see what they are going to bring to the table. But I'm excited for what the Jags are going to bring to the table. And we'll see if that one's going to be a close one because I believe it has potential to be. And then you got the next primetime game, the second primetime game before the bye week. Oh man, this one I'm scared of because this is our first matchup against Stroud. You got the Seahawks hosting the Texans. Man, I am excited about what this matchup is going to bring. I am really excited because the Seahawks and Texans have gone way back. They have gone way back in their rivalry days. And this one is, I believe, a most underestimated rivalry because it goes back to when Richard Sherman pick sixed it against J.J. Watt and the Texans on the road when the Legion of Boom was there. And then also a few years later, Deshaun Watson faced off against the Seahawks against the Legion of Boom and lost in a close matchup. Each of the games between these two sides, when they are good teams, have been extremely close. So I am thinking this game is going to be one of those few because I believe this team is going to be a really good team. And I am concerned against Houston. I'm concerned about going against this team, especially early on, if we do want to prove ourselves. If we want to prove ourselves to the NFL, this is a win that we might have to have. But yeah, I'm excited about what the Texans are going to bring to the table in week 7. But yeah, then the Seahawks go on their bye, but then now to the next game. And then, oh my gosh, I am terrified about this Sunday night matchup. Could wind up going the same way that it did for the Packers. You got the Seahawks going on the road to the nation's capital to take on Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. This one is one that terrifies me to the core. Because Jaden Daniels was one of the best rookie quarterbacks that we've ever seen. He now has Debo Samuel there, and Debo doesn't have a game manager and Brock Purdy. But man, I am so ecstatic about this matchup. This matchup, I believe, could be a blowout in the Commanders' favor because the Seahawks I don't believe, are built to go against Washington. But I've had them wrong before. So, and I will say this about the Commanders. I love the addition of Josh Connerly Jr. from Oregon, Trey Amos, bringing in also along with Ja'Cory Coxie Moret from Arizona, the linebacker from UCLA. I do like their additions. They added another receiver from Virginia Tech. Well, yeah, I'm excited about what this matchup is going to bring to the table. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I'm not so confident about this matchup at all. And then you have the go-to round against the Arizona Cardinals at home. This one I do believe is going to be close. This series I do believe has a chance to be more closer. But as I've said, I will not be sold on the Cardinals until they beat Seattle.
You are a toy!
But I do like what the Cardinals did in the draft, getting Walter Nolan and Will Johnson. We'll have to see what their defense can do against this new rejuvenated offense with Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp, and JSN. But I'm very excited for what this game is going to bring. But yeah, this one is going to be a good one for sure. But I still think the Seahawks are going to win this game because they've owned the Cardinals for the last few years. But yeah, sorry Arizona, but I think you're going to get swept again. And then you got the team that we split with last season. You got the Rams on the road. Holy moly. This game has a chance to be one for the division because the Seahawks won't have to face them until late. They won't have to face them until like week 11. So they'll have a chance to get up in the race. They have a good chance to get up in the race. So, and I do have some question marks about what they did.
Hurry up! I'm moving as fast as I can. There's a lot of tracks to cover up.
In the draft. I mean, Terrence Ferguson, another tight end to pair up with Tyler Higbee. I mean, they traded out of the first round. I don't know why they did that and let the Falcons get James Pierce Jr., but that's another story for another day. But the Rams, I am still concerned going against them because they are a team that's always been the thorn in our dang side. They're always that team. Whether it's Aaron Donald, whether it's Jared Verse or Brendan Fisk, whether it's any of them, they're always a thorn in our dang side. So we have to hope that the Seahawks can go neck to neck with the Los Angeles Rams. I do believe they have potential too, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, we'll have to see. And then, oh man, Welcome to the league, Cam Ward. You got the Tennessee Titans on the road in Tennessee. Last year, the Seahawks won the game a few years ago, won the game in Tennessee 20-17 with Geno Smith on their team after the week that they beat the Philadelphia Eagles with the same score. But man, I've been excited about this matchup because it's Cam Ward in the Titans. I'm very excited for what this matchup is going to bring. And I believe that if Cam Ward did not go to the Miami Hurricanes, he would have probably landed with the Seahawks because he was not projected in this number one pick category until he went to Miami. So now that he's paired up with Xavier Restrepo, his old teammate back at the University of Miami, I am very confident in the Tennessee Titans. I do believe that they have a chance to make a playoff push, but we'll have to see what he can do to limit Cam Ward because even though he's a Washington State player from old, we're gonna have to still play on our best. But yeah, Cam Ward, we'll have to see what happens. But man, oh man, it's gonna be a good one. And then, oh man, you got the rematch from one of the most exciting games last season. You got the Seahawks rematching at home with the Vikings. Oh man, that game last year was fire. This team was going neck and neck. And AJ Barter caught the game leading touchdown before Justin Jefferson ultimately clinched it as any way he can. Because he is one of the better receivers in the league. I'm very excited to face the Vikings this year. I do believe the Seahawks have a chance to take this one. We still don't know if JJ McCarthy is going to be that guy, but we know Kevin O'Connell is going to get the better out of his players. We all know that. But yeah, I'm excited about what this matchup is going to bring. But Vikings, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I'm excited about this one. And then, oh man, you got a rematch from one of the biggest blowouts the Seahawks had last season. The Falcons on the road. Now, the Falcons, I like what they did in the draft, getting James Pierce Jr., Jalone Walker, and Xavier Watts. They assessed their defensive needs, but they still have a quarterback question mark. We don't know if it's going to be Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix. We don't know who it's going to be. It's probably going to be Michael Penix. I would expect it though because they paid Kirk Cousins to that deal. But I'm excited to face the Falcons. I do believe this time it has a chance to be more closer than it was last time because last time the defense of Seattle was just too much for the Falcons to handle. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, that is going to be a good game. I'm going to tell you all that right now. And then you got the Seahawks taking on at home the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts. Oh man. I mean, if Anthony Richardson plays, this could be a good matchup. But yeah, I'm not so confident on the Colts. They get Charvarius Ward though. But I'm not so confident in the Colts as I was before. They're such a frustrating team because they can either be the team that's in the playoffs that can be a team that can prove that they're a playoff contender, or they're a team that can go out there and lay an egg against the team. Or drop a ball like Jonathan Taylor did against the Broncos. But I mean, the Colts is going to be an interesting one. I would not expect it to be close at all. I do believe it has potential to be close, but I would not expect it because they just don't have the necessary needs to face off against Seattle. I like Tyler Warren, but yeah, it's not going to be enough to beat Seattle. I'm going to tell you all that right now. And then the last primetime game for the Seahawks could be one to clinch the division. The Rams at home. Oh man, this one's going to be a good one. It's going to be at home for Thursday night football. Oh man, this is one. And the Seahawks have three road games on prime time. Two at home, two on the road. This one, I believe, has a chance to be a chance to clinch a division. If the Seahawks are a better team than the Rams, they would have a chance to clinch the division in that week if it is that close. I do believe that this division is going to be more competitive than it was last season because each side has an easier schedule, especially the Niners since they have a last place schedule. But this is going to be one to attempt to clinch the division before they go on the road for the last two games of the season. So if they can win this one, they would have a chance to clinch the division maybe in a few weeks. If that's what's at stake. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, the Rams, they're going to be a challenge. And then the second to last game, you got the Carolina Panthers on the road. Carolina, I do believe they're going to be a little bit better this year. I do believe they have a chance to make a playoff berth because they were going neck to neck with two teams from the Super Bowl. Kansas City was a one-score game, and then in the other game against the Philadelphia Eagles, it was like a 1-2 score game. So I would not be surprised if this one is close because Bryce Young is starting to become the quarterback that lots of people were going to think that he would be. They now got Hunter Renfrow. They got every single guy that you can need. Tedderell McMillan. We'll see what he's going to be. But yeah, this game is going to be very intriguing and could be on the line for a potential playoff berth. But yeah, this one's going to be a good one. And then last but not least, oh man, if we have a potential need to knock off the Niners, this would be perfect. You got the 49ers in Santa Clara. Oh man, if this game has a chance to knock off the 49ers from the playoff picture, oh, I would gladly love to beat the Niners if that's the case. Because I've been hearing it so much from Niner fans lately. I've been hearing it so much on how bad the Seahawks are and how good the 49ers are. Well, Rob Party is a game manager. Sam Darnold actually did something that Party couldn't perform without 5 all-pro players, except for Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and Aaron Jones, T.J. Hawkinson. You get what I mean. But when I look at the Seahawks, they are a better team than the 49ers at the moment because they have more depth than they do. I do believe the Seahawks are a lot stronger than they are. And if we have a chance to knock off the 49ers out of the playoff picture, this would be a perfect game for us. Because we will take any opportunity to knock out the 49ers from the playoffs. We will take any opportunity we can get. If it comes down to that week, Seattle's going to win that game because they are going to be a much improved team what they were last season. They got a new coordinator with a brand new scheme coming in, and their defense is going to be a whole lot better this year. Maybe somewhere in the top 5 to top 10 range in defense this year. But yeah, if we have a chance to knock off the Niners, I'll be happy if we beat them. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What game do you guys think is the most perfect game for the Seahawks? Which one are you excited about? Which one are you not excited about? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor. Smash that button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.